Just installed Windows? Great, because right now it's full of bloat, tracking, and unnecessary services slowing it down. I will show you the exact settings and services to tweak to make Windows faster, cleaner, and way more responsive. Let's jump straight in. First, we will tweak the settings. Then go to System and Notifications. I personally like to turn off all the notifications for Windows, but it is your preference if you want notifications from specific apps, which you can toggle over here. Then we go back, then we go to Power and Battery. Here under Power Mode, since I'm on a laptop, I have two options, plugged in and on battery. For plugged in, I would want to choose best performance, and on battery, depending on your use case, you can use any one of these. We are done with the power settings for now. We go back to System, then we go to Storage. We will clean the temporary files first. Make sure to check everything. Check this downloads folder if you want to clean your downloads folder as well. Then we remove files. Well, I've been waiting here for ages and it's still not done. Do I just cancel it and redo it again? Let's try that. Okay, so it's not canceling as well. Anytime now. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and try again. Oh, it did clean some of it though. Cancellation still in progress. Never mind, we go back and continue. So you want your storage sense on. So what this will do is automatically free up space, delete temporary files, and manage locally available cloud content, which will also help you save some space as well. Let's see what Windows recommends us for cleaning. And this is also cleaning up. I think Windows got bugged out here for some reason. Nonetheless, we go back to System. Now we go to Advanced. This is a really good setting to have it on because it allows you to right click on your taskbar and end a task right away. So how this helps is, say one of your apps is not working, typical Windows stuff, then sometimes when it's not responding, this close window option does not work properly, then you can use end task and it will kill the task, which is the same as going to your task manager and killing the task manually. Then we go to File Explorer. I like to have Show File Extensions and Show Hidden File and System Files on. Back to Advanced System. Then we scroll down and go to Clipboard. Turn on your clipboard history. This is another useful settings you're gonna be using a lot. Then we will go to Personalization. Lock screen. Make sure to check off fun facts, tips and tricks on your lock screen because I don't want a bunch of unwanted stuff on my lock screen whenever I boot up my Windows. Back to Personalization. Then we go to Taskbar. Here I like to have my search hidden, my task view and widgets both turned off because I like my taskbar pretty minimal, or else with all of them on it looks pretty bad. I don't like it. Then for taskbar behaviors, you can align your taskbar on the left like in previous Windows. I like it on the center. Or you can automatically hide the taskbar. It will only appear if you take your mouse on the bottom. I like to uncheck this off. Back to personalization. Then device usage. This is a fairly new settings Windows added. Personally, I like all of them off because I don't want Windows setting up weird settings on or off for me. I like to do them manually instead. Okay, with that being said, we go to apps, installed apps, and from here please disable anything or any app you don't use very often, like this one for me. You can also uninstall all the Windows bloatware that comes pre-installed as well, like this Microsoft Bing over here. Okay, back to apps, offline maps, map updates, uncheck this, back again, and finally startup. Here I like to sort by status and turn off any of the app you don't need starting up with Windows. Once we are done with that, we go to gaming, game bar. Most people don't usually need /use game bar, so we turn it off. Back, turn everything off over here. In these graphic settings, you would want your games or high demanding apps apps to use your dedicated GPU if you have. So for example, for this game I will be selecting high performance and my NVIDIA GPU rather than selecting power saving or letting Windows decide, and turn off optimization for Windows games here and here. Once that is done, go to gaming again, game mode. So for this game mode settings, this is a bit finicky. Some people get better FPS or better optimized game with this on. On the other hand, it's better for other people when it's off. So you test it out and see which one's better for you. And finally, we go to privacy and security, Windows, permissions, recommendations, and offers. I like all of them off. I don't want recommendations from Microsoft. Speech, turn speech recognition off. Inking and typing personalization also off. Diagnostics and feedback, everything off, and delete. Feedback frequency, never. Search, I like my search history off, depends on you whether you like it or not. Find my files, although Windows search itself is garbage, but maybe it's better than classic. App permissions, so these permissions will vary from person to person. I don't use locations, so it's off for me. I do use camera, so it's on for me. So you wanna choose which apps you wanna give the permission to use your camera. Same for other settings. I need the microphone. Maybe I don't need voice activation. Notifications, nope. Account info, nope. Anyone using this device can choose if their apps have access to their account info when this is on. Then contacts, nope. Usually for the app permissions, apart from like location, microphone, camera, I usually go through all of them and have everything off. This one you may want to leave it on, but you do want your PC to communicate with unpaired devices, for example with Bluetooth or Wi-Fi direct or something like that. For the documents as well, you do want these on. So starting from the documents to the end, you want everything on. It's better to not touch these. Once we're done with Windows settings, we will now be changing our services. So search for services, NSC. We're going to go here. We're searching for retail. Here it is. So this is basically the demo units the retail shops use. So we right click properties, we disable this, apply, and okay. Then we scroll to the bottom and we turn off all of these Xbox services unless you are using Xbox. Since I'm not, I will be right clicking, going to properties and disabling them. Then we will turn off Windows Insider Service. Then we are looking for remote registry and smart card. Now we'll do downloaded maps manager. Next hit Windows R to open your run menu and type in nsconfig. Then we go to services, hide all Microsoft services. Now over here all the important Microsoft services are hidden, and we can now disable the services that are not needed while Windows starts up. For me, I will uncheck this. Once this is done, apply and okay. We restart later.